And we're recording.
Hello and welcome to the most sensual podcast out there. I'm your host, Swaggy Jeff, and this is my co-host, Yabu. We're from the solar system, baby.
All right. Hello and welcome to the third ever Two Guys One Toilet podcast. I almost forgot the name of it. We didn't think we'd make it this far, but hey, we're still going. So, that's a plus. Can't have any minuses with that. Today, we're talking about the normal stuff. Really anything random. We've kind of given up on the video game track, but we'll come
Killing
back to
a
it.
bear?
Yeah, we're talking about murdering bears, especially children bears, because they don't deserve to live. I'm going to talk a little bit about the journey in AI art. I'm going to talk a little bit about squirrels and Elon Musk, our hero and savior. Don't worry about that till we get to it. All right. Do you want to start off with your bear story? Because you like bears.
I don't like bears. I like killing bears.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Just kidding. But on Monday, Labor Day, Saturday actually. Sunday. We went out to the far reaches of the Colorado wilderness, and went hiking out there, and did a little scoping, did a little sleeping, did a little tentless sleeping. Didn't even set up a tent. That was my first time doing that. That was cool. But anyway,
wait.
We get out there.
Okay, you said you went without a tent?
Well, we did go with the tent, but we didn't use the tent.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it was a clear, beautiful night.
Yeah. Okay.
But anyway, we stayed a night out there, and then we spent a few hours on Sunday scoping around with the binoculars and the scope, and same thing on Monday morning. See nothing. Well, there's a bunch of cows out there.
Shoot a cow.
See a bunch of cows. Every time we see a cow, we're like, oh, that might be a bear, but it's a cow.
I would have shot the cow. Especially a longhorn. Man.
Well, I mean, that's kind of... That's probably... That's really not... That's like poaching, I think?
No.
Is what you call that?
I don't think so. I think poaching is only when it's an endangered animal. I think when you just kill a cow out in the woods, nobody knows that you killed their cow if they don't find out,
I think they find out eventually.
Yeah, but they can't track it back to you.
When they go and find a dead cow.
You take the cow with you. You're not going to leave the evidence.
Seems unwise. Anyways. We spend several hours looking all around the area, just see cows. We saw some deer too, but no bears. But then we are hiking back, and wouldn't you know it, my friend James, we're going down the trail. He looks up the hill to our left. And there it is. There is a bear snacking on bushes or something. So
if this bear had a UFC fighter card, what were its stats? What's its height, weight, and win-loss record?
Well, she was probably clocking in at 250 pounds.
Lightweight. Okay.
At 5 feet tall. They call her the Barinator.
Oh.
Yeah.
That might be the first ever 5-foot person in the heavyweight division there.
Anyway, yeah, he shoots it in the head.
Nice. One shot, one kill.
Which is
Headshot.
Well, we aren't sure if it ran off or it's laying dead in the bushes. We can't see it anymore after he shoots. So we spend like an hour kind of skirting around where we think the bear is. We go around, we see it, kind of. We see it laying on the ground, but we're still not sure if it's dead. It's making, well, it wasn't dead for a bit because we could hear it breathing.
Yeah.
And it was like lifting up its head every time it breathed.
Show it the people's elbow and put it out of its misery. From the top rope! Boom! Just plop it.
Yeah, problem is I'm a lightweight,
Yeah. Wrong weight division,
Yeah.
Trying to fight up the weight division.
I can't compete with Barinator.
You're rocking a whole 130 soaking wet, trying to fight a 250. You're like welterweight. She's a heavyweight,
Yeah, so we just spent a while standing there wondering what the hell we should do because we don't want the bear to get up and maul us.
Hit you with the haymaker.
So we just decide that we should probably start talking louder and alerting the bear to us if it's even conscious. We just start making noise. What do you mean?
Well, if it's laying there dying, I don't know if I would alert it to my presence because then it would just come after me. Bless you. It would just come after me, You're like,
well,
oh yeah, hey, there's a bear around the corner, and then it's like, hey, I know this is the guy who just shot me. I'm gonna go whoop him. I'm gonna show this kid the haymaker because he just shot me in the head. That's it. I'm done. Pulling a wedgie, right hook, left hook. He's putting you on the ground, got you pinned, got you in the triangle lock. You're not coming out. That's not a. I would sneak up and be like, okay, can it hear us? Can it see us? Now let's shoot it one more time. Now you gotta double tap it.
Bears, notoriously good wrestlers.
Yeah. I mean, have you seen the Russians? They're basically bears. They wrestle bears. What the heck is his name?
Rasputin?
No, that guy too. No, he was in the UFC.
Russian guy?
Yeah. He trained Hasbulla. Hold on. He was really good. Oh, what the heck? Nope, not the right guy. What the heck is this dude's name? Oh, Khabib. Khabib. Yeah. So there's a dude named Khabib who's a Russian guy, and there's a video of him wrestling a bear when he was like 11. It is insane. But yeah, no, he's a really good UFC fighter. I don't think he's fighting anymore. But yeah, this guy was a menace. Anyway, back to your bear story. So
we didn't wrestle the bear.
Okay. So you shot the bear. The bear's laying there. He's about to die. She's about to die. And you do what?
But we start making noise. She doesn't really respond. She's stopped breathing at this point. We start getting closer. We start chucking some sticks at the body to see if it reacts. It's not reacting. We get closer. Bear is dead.
Yeah. On a
We
scale of
poke
1
it.
to 10, how dead?
We poked the bear. Bear didn't react. Bear didn't move. The bear was dead. How dead?
Yeah. On a scale of 1 to 10, how dead?
What is? You got to give me some frame of reference here. What is 1 and what is 10?
1 is it is about to clap you. 10, 10 it is crossing the river Styx. What is the? Yeah.
Yeah. It's crossing the river Styx.
Okay.
I think.
Okay. Cool.
Its bear spirit is
God.
floating up out of it, or floating down out of it, or somewhere.
Yeah.
It's going somewhere.
Just wanted to get a clarification question on that.
So yeah, bear is dead. He shot it above the eye. It went out the top. So I guess it bled out or something. Well, there wasn't much blood, so
maybe it lost function in limbs or something.
I don't know, but yeah, it spent like an hour dying.
Oh, I would have killed it quicker.
Yeah, so that was a little scary.
Yeah,
because we were worried. Wonder if that bear is gonna get up or not.
You gotta walk up with sunglasses on, say a one-liner, and just shoot it.
Yeah.
I can't think of a good one. I was thinking Hasta La Vista.
You were barely worth killing.
Yeah. Walk up, put the gun on his head. You were barely worth killing. Boom! And then dead. You walk away, explosion in the background. Yeah! That's what happens, Oh, man, it's caked up. Hold up. Here we go. I like where this is going. My boy caked up on a Saturday night.
You were barely worth killing.
There you go. Did it. Oh! Boom! If I knew how to do effects, I would make an explosion behind you, but I don't, so... You're like Bambi's mom, dead. Bang!
Yeah! Fuck you!
Brother, bear my butt. Bah!
Yeah, so after that, I did like the most work I've ever done in a single day, probably.
Nice. And it was Labor Day. Made sense.
Well, that's what James said, but I'm like, I thought the point of Labor Day was to give laborers a day off.
Well, we talked about this last time, and we clarified what Labor Day really is. Depending if you're American or German or European. The Americans, they're all lazy, and so they like the Labor Day off, but us Europeans, that is our most productive day. That's why in Europe we have the cure for cancer, and in America we don't. So, because that Labor Day, man, we be cooking stuff up. I tell you what.
Okay.
Yep.
They didn't share it with Americans.
No, because
we just don't deserve it.
Yeah, because Labor Day. Yep.
But yeah, we skinned that bear. We butchered that bear. Cut up the meat a bit. Took like 2 hours to get it all ready and into meat bags, and once we finally did that, we had to make one trip back down to the car, with all our camping gear and a little bit of meat. And then we had to come back up again to go get the rest of the meat.
Oh, you guys just cut it up there? You guys didn't actually just like drag it?
I mean, it's 250 pounds. We're not going to drag it to the car.
That's the same weight as my dad. It's basically pick up my dad or pick up a bear.
Could you drag your dad like 2 miles down like steep trails and like
bring a sled
through a creek and through
probably.
Oh well,
you take the legs,
I'll
take the arms. You know, or just firemen carry it. You know, you gotta start lifting weights, dude.
Yeah, easy.
If you weren't weak, dog, I bet you could do it. But you gotta hit the gym a little more, man.
Sadly, I am weak and had to do it in multiple trips.
There's gonna be like another bear sitting in the woods. It's just gonna look at you, and you're just carrying like the arm of its like cousin. You're like, what monster? Just eat the bear.
Yeah, you know, I heard some noises in the woods, and I was wondering if the bear is if her siblings were coming to avenge her or something.
Show up like Planet of the Apes. They got armor on. Brother, for the road.
Yeah, and so that did happen, but thankfully I brought a sword.
Yeah. Okay. Nice.
And I cut them down.
Good. That's good. Yeah, you put the bear heads on a pike, left them out there.
Yeah, as a warning to other bears.
Yeah. Stay out of my area.
Not to fuck with me.
Yeah. Brother bear, we must go out and murder the man. Yeah.
Yeah, so basically, bears fear me now.
Yeah. You're the bear whisperer, or the bear murderer.
Yeah, even though I didn't kill the bear.
Yeah. But you were through association. So
exactly.
You were the one seen carrying the limbs, so that's where I got you at.
Yeah, my feet were on fire for a while. Then we put duct tape on my heels. That helped.
What?
That was just from hiking with a ton of weight,
the duct tape.
like bear meat. I don't know. It helps prevent a blister, I guess.
Did you put it on your actual foot or like on the boot?
On my foot.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was like, why did you put it on your boot? You're just gonna lose traction. Okay. Yeah, I could see. I guess kind of like the tape stuff you put on your like muscles so they don't get sore or whatever. I really don't know. I'm not a scientist. But yeah, I could see that. Okay.
But yeah, that was a lot of that's like 2 miles down, 2 miles back up, 2 miles down, 2 miles. Well,
back.
I guess it's 6 miles with carrying a bunch of shit.
Yeah.
We had like probably 50-pound packs at least when we were just carrying meat.
Yeah.
So that was a lot of work.
Yeah, I bet.
Really pushed my limits for sure. But yeah, that's pretty much the bear thing.
Okay.
That's what happened there.
Nice. Let's move on if you're done here. Are you done?
I am.
Okay, cool. Let's move on. Let's talk about Midjourney and or AI art because it is a popping topic in the past little while. It's very interesting. I know of Midjourney. You know of some others. It is very interesting.
There's a whole bunch.
Yeah, I think it's very cool. I know you said you're kind of worried about it, the implications they can have. But I think it's pretty awesome, honestly. I've seen some stuff where they make art. I think it's pretty cool that I mean, it's definitely a different thing where instead of a person sitting down for hours and painting this picture, you just go on your computer and type it up, you know. And I think it definitely takes some of your own creativity out of it, and it definitely seems less cool, I guess, just because a person didn't draw it themselves. But I definitely think it is a very
It doesn't really take
skill.
skill anymore, right?
Yeah.
To make something look really cool.
Yeah. But I definitely think it can have some practical uses, you know, if like
Oh,
you're
for sure.
making a company and you don't know how to draw or you don't know somebody who knows how to draw, just go on Midsummer like, hey, I do
Yeah, now
pottery, you know. Draw me
now you don't have to
YouTube.
hire an artist.
Yeah.
So artists, graphic designers just don't have a job anymore.
I mean, you know.
Because why would you hire a graphic designer if you can just generate some AI art?
Yeah.
There you go. I mean, they can't do everything yet.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm sure your artist, your graphic designer, or whatever are still going to have some things that they can do that
Yeah.
the AI certainly can't. But I think that'll become less and less as time moves forward.
Yeah. Because you can't really animate with it, which is
Yeah, I mean, you can. Like,
yeah.
it's a. I think there are some that will animate. Nothing crazy long or anything, but
Yeah. I watched a video of Mr. Blue Sky. They did the music video, but like every sentence was a AI drawn art. So like each sentence, it was like a different picture. That was kind of cool, honestly. And I think that'd be cool for stuff like that. I don't know. I mean, it's definitely a cool concept, and it does kind of seem like it takes away from a little bit from the creativity, but it also kind of gives a chance for people who don't know how to draw to make art that they want to make, you know. Because, like, say a girl.
sure. I mean, now you don't have to commission it. You can just be like, I want this, and this all on my picture, and it'll do it.
Yeah, or even like, you know, I want to make this drawing for my dad. So I want to draw his favorite car, you know. And you put in paintbrush style drawn 66 Corvette or something, I don't know. And then it makes it for you. And like, here, Dad, look what the computer did for
Sure,
you.
but like, isn't the idea of gifting people drawings like isn't part of the value in that the fact that you spent time making it?
I mean,
right?
people gift candles, and candles are always just regifted. A candle is the most regifted thing
or
out
you
there.
spent money on it,
I
I
mean,
guess. But
yeah. I mean,
I feel like that's much cheaper than just something you actually drew yourself.
yeah.
And like,
I mean, yeah, I don't know. It makes having artwork in the house easier, too. If you just,
sure.
instead of having to buy
Yeah.
an expensive painting, you just make something on Midsummer, go to Walmart, print it out for like $20, and then bam, you got a nice picture on your wall.
Yeah. It certainly would work great for abstract art right now,
Yeah,
as it stands.
yeah,
It'll probably get better and better for non-abstract in
yeah.
the future.
I don't know. I think it's interesting and cool, and you can, I don't know, make some stuff. I don't really know. I mean, like I'm scrolling through some stuff here. I found a lot of Nike stuff, which is interesting. But I definitely
Oh,
think,
that should be right up your alley.
yeah, as a man who used to work for Nike, you know, I gotta love that Nike gear. Honestly, working at Nike kind of sucks. Let me get into this here. Let me sidetrack us and let's talk about Nike. So Nike, working at Nike, kind of stinks, right? Because, I mean, getting a discount is kind of cool, even though Adidas got a way better discount than we did, and Puma. So that kind of stunk. But anyway.
How do you know what the Adidas and Puma discounts are?
Oh, because we went and asked. And some people left Nike to go to Adidas or Puma. But anyway, Nike doesn't really, or at least the people that we worked with, our managers, did not care if we were sick or whatever. Like, they harass you if you call out or anything, or if you want to leave early because you're sick or something, or if the weather's bad, they don't care. Anyway, we'll move on from that. Just working there, it's kind of cool because you see some cool clothing and all that, but the customers suck. If you, let me direct this at people here. If you come into a Nike store, right, and you ask for Air Force Ones, and it is a factory store and not a inline store, leave. Otherwise, I will find you in the parking lot and murder you because you're stupid and you suck, right? A lot of people would call in all the time, would call us and be like, hey, do you guys got these special edition Air Forces? No. We barely get Air Forces in general. We're not going to have your special edition garbage, all right? So leave.
What are they supposed to know?
Dog, we are not an inline store. No, they call for a shoe that just dropped. We've had a bunch of people a shoe will just drop. And then they're like, hey, y'all got this? No, we're not going to have it right away. The stuff we get is after a year, that's when we get it. And so they call us hey, this dropped yesterday. Y'all got in stock, right? No! Leave us alone.
Why not? Why don't you?
Because you
should.
There's 3 types of Nike stores. There's inline, factory, and discount or clearance.
Well, sounds like Nike does not make this clear enough to people.
When you look up the Nike store near you, it literally pops up at what it is. But yeah, people don't really know. I never knew until I started working there.
Nike is not communicating effectively.
They don't. I mean, they don't talk about the child labor. Anyway.
Sell your Nike stock, everybody.
Yeah. Actually,
get it out of it.
When I first joined Nike, the president or whatever got fired or something, and so the Nike stock tanked. And we showed up, and they're like, yeah, if people ask you questions about the CEO of Nike and what happened to him, just don't say anything about it. Yeah, no, it's definitely interesting.
Did you even know anything about it?
No, I didn't.
Why tell you that?
Well, if somebody
you don't even know what happened.
Yeah, I mean, they told it the whole crew. But yeah, if people came up to ask, we just direct them to the manager. But anyway, yeah, so there's 3 types of Nike stores: inline, factory, and clearance. Inline, they get the newest releases, and they're the current stuff. So, something will drop, they get it, and they're the one who sells it. After a year of trying to sell it, then they send it to a factory store. A factory store is a year after, and usually it's a little bit cheaper than when it first dropped. And then after that, then it moves to a clearance store, and then it's sold at clearance. So it's kind of cool. But yeah, customers suck. People would steal all the time. People would just ask stupid questions. And just too many people. So if you work at Nike,
a standard retail experience.
Yeah, I pray for you if you work at Nike. As a man who's worked retail for a little while, customer service is hard. I also worked at Kohl's, but Kohl's was definitely a different story. Kohl's was super easy. Half the time, we all just stood in the back talking because there would be no customers. So that was nice. But anyway, yeah. So, yeah. I mean, is there anything else you want to talk about with Midjourney? I don't really know. I can't really think of anything.
I mean, I said that it's better for abstract art, but man, I'm looking at some of this stuff, and it's not even that abstract, right?
Yeah.
You got a band of warriors here. Looks super sick. You got some I don't know. Lots of stuff.
Yeah.
Um,
Maybe I'll make our logo with Midsummer. We can join the AI train.
I'm sure we could.
Yeah.
Mid-Journey.
See what it comes up with. That's also the thing. I wanna change our logo. I feel like our logo is not appealing enough, and so I would like to. I'm gonna redraw it and make it
Just
all.
put 2 guys, 1 toilet into Mid-Journey. See what pops out.
Let's see if I can get. Do I need to download anything from Midjourney? That's the question. I don't feel like it.
Here's some really cool
Oh, what did I just
pictures of a fighter jet.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
All kinds of cool shit.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's
Some
definitely cool.
some elephants made of yarn. That's fucking wild.
Yeah. What? I'm so confused. How do I use Midjourney?
It's only a matter of time before it. I think it's only a matter of time before it happens to music and movies and video games and
Yeah.
and books and whatever.
Yeah. How do I use this thing, man? I have no clue what I'm doing here. But yeah, anyway. How do I start, dog?
What are you trying to do?
Trying to do Midjourney. I want to do Midjourney.
You
Discord. All right, whatever. Is there anything else we want to talk about with Midjourney? Otherwise, let's move on because that's gonna make me angry.
I think that's it.
Okay. Well, let's have some fun news. All right. I like news, so let's talk about some fun news. Right.
Especially fun news.
Yeah, the funnest news. Let's do a little news reporter thing. Breaking news from your local news. I'm your host, Juicy Jeff, with my co-host.
Sushi Jeff, my favorite anchor. Quesadilla Bob. That's what they call me.
Sushi Jeff and Quesadilla Bob are your news hosts. That was super crap. Anyway, yeah, so a squirrel, right, in the state of Virginia, okay, a squirrel knocks out power for 10,000 customers in Virginia. This happened 26 hours ago. So apparently, right, on September 9th, utility offices in Virginia said that 10,000 customers, including at least 2 schools, because we love that schoolage, were out of power for over an hour when a squirrel came into contact with a substation equipment. So, the squirrels be just destroying stuff. And I think we need to eradicate squirrels because I think they're a low life, and I think they deserve to die. Also, my monitor just turned off. Oh, it's back up.
Just like bears.
Just like bears. I think really any animal with either buck teeth, big teeth, 4 legs, a tail, and fur, I think they should all die. I think only reptiles and birds should be able to live. As a guy who's allergic to cats, I think cats should also die. They're cute and cuddly, but still, they need to die.
What if you just shaved all the hair off of them?
Then they're ugly. Nobody wants them.
What if you just engineered some cats without hair?
Well, that is.
It wouldn't be worth keeping around.
That's just lame.
But then you wouldn't be allergic, right?
I don't know. Maybe it's their breath that makes me allergic. I just found another thing as well. Hashtag Virgin Alert. Teenager identifies every national flag in record time. So this kid for sure has never talked to a girl.
Mm.
But yeah, Hassan Daw. No, we're not even gonna move past that. Yeah, we're just gonna move on. When you got a name like that, it can't be good. Well, okay, we'll go into it. Hassan Dawi, age 16, managed to identify all of the flags with a time 6 seconds faster than the previous world record holder Adam Saeed of Bahrain. Nice, who achieved the feat in 2021. Wow. If anything was interesting, it would definitely be that, because
The AI are already taking over.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter.
Hassan can't be human, right?
Yeah, how
quick did he do it?
I don't know. It doesn't tell me. Let me see if I can find the time here. 18 seconds. Oh wait, what? Hold on here. I recall giving up at. Let me do this like a news reporter. And I quote: I recall giving up at some point when the record was broken again by 18 seconds, and I reached the mark of 4 minutes and 6 seconds. The job became much harder. So it's definitely less than 4 seconds. But yeah. Anyway, that kid's got no friends. And let's move on from that because that was silly and kind of stupid. Let's move on to my favorite of the Jesus characters, Elon Musk. As we know, he was in the Bible.
Again?
Yeah, Elon Musk, my favorite Jesus anime character. He and the three wise men rode in a Tesla down to Jesus, and Jesus was born. Right? Yeah, but so apparently
it seems like a bit of a. That's not how I remember it.
Yeah, you don't remember reading the Bible, It's like Moses parsed the sea with a Beyblade, and Elon Musk drives to Bethlehem with his Tesla with the three wise men. They're not riding camels. They're riding.
I think we read different Bibles.
Yeah, it's possible. Rise, Son of Rome. Remember that? That's based off of the Crusade of Jesus.
I thought Elon Musk was like. Thought he was only like 40 years old or something.
Yeah,
or 50. Somewhere
he makes
around there.
a time machine, so he goes back in time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he goes back in time, gives Jesus some Air Force Ones. And then
Well, that's pretty nice of him.
Yeah, so,
I bet Jesus really appreciated that.
Yeah, Jesus and his do-rag and his Air Force Ones, because Jesus is black, of course. He was rolling around in the Tesla. Yeah, so anyway, let's move on to the news here. So a while back, Elon was trying to buy Twitter, correct? And so he wanted to buy Twitter for $44 billion, I believe.
Lots of billions of dollars, yeah.
Yeah, for a lot of money. And yesterday, I believe, he sent a third letter to Twitter attempting to terminate his acquisition on the company. And yeah, so he's really trying to get out of this because he is a silly small man boy.
This has been going on for a long time.
It definitely has, yeah.
Something like 6 months or something.
Yeah.
Since like April at least.
Elon sent his first letter of termination in July, saying that Twitter misled him about the number of bots on its platform and that the company wouldn't give him access to the information he needed to make his own determinations. All right. I think Elon messed up. I think he was trying to do just a little joke with the boys, and he messed up. And so now he's really paying for it. And I think
he was trying to do a little joke by buying Twitter.
Yeah, I mean he's a silly little man. He likes to have fun.
I think maybe $44 billion is not a good deal. for Twitter.
I mean,
I've
heard things where like, he was just trying to be silly and just put an offer on it and not really try to go through with it. But then he bought like 11% of stock. And so then he became a chair member, and then he's like, you know what, I'll just buy the whole thing. And then he's like, you know what, I think I won't. And now it screwed him.
I think when it first started out that he might be trying to buy Twitter, the Twitter executives didn't want that to happen.
Yeah.
And there was something about a poison pill plan to stop him from buying Twitter, but then they now for some reason want him to buy Twitter, but then
they're trying to force him to buy Twitter.
Decides that he doesn't want to buy Twitter.
Yeah, well, he put all this time and effort in saying
it's
that he's
really
going to buy it and all that
silly.
stuff. Yeah, I mean, well, for a while he's saying he wants to buy it and all that, and then you put out like offers and stuff, and then he's like, you know what, I think I won't. And so now they're trying to force him to buy it just because of all the time he spent, because he like got on the board of chairs, and all that stuff. So I think they're just kind of unhappy. Also, I can listen to the article, which is pretty cool. But yeah, it's a little silly. It's a little stupid. I think Elon messed up, and I think he should have to buy it. I don't use Twitter, so I really don't care if he buys it or not. So buy it, Elon. Do it. I know you're listening to this podcast because you love this podcast, so buy it, right? But yeah. Also, on other interesting news of Let's Get Famous out here, if anybody who is famous and has lots of followers, right, and you like this podcast, please join us. We'll get you as a special guest and give us those followers. We're trying to, I think we should make a sub goal, right? I think we need to make a sub goal so people have a thing they want to get to, right? If we get to 100 subscribers, okay, within 10 years, we need something cool to do, right?
All right, lofty. Okay. Realistic goal we got here.
Yeah. Okay. If we get to 100 subscribers within 10 years, okay, we will go do a live podcast at the zoo. Actually, no, that could be bad.
Mm.
If we'll do a live. Well, no, I don't know how to do live videos with my phone. We'll make a video of us going to the zoo. That'll be our 100 subscriber special. We will go to the zoo.
Spaghetti on camera.
Yeah, we're gonna go to the zoo, look at animals, and eat spaghetti violently into the mic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure everyone would be real excited for that.
Yeah, I think they would, but I think we need some kind of goals here, to give people an incentive to, join. We could do like if we get to 20 subscribers, I'll use the bad mic and blast it, right? Because I know people like that. But yeah, so
I can't say I would be a fan of that.
I think it's like ASMR but worse.
It's like ASMR except not at all.
It's like ASMR, but it hurts a little more, right? Some people like pain. I'm giving it to them, right? I'm making it
for all those masochists out there.
Yeah. See, because I can start with this, like,
Hey man, how you doing? I'm your host, Jeremiah. Let's get right on down to it.
All right. And then they're all nice and calm. And then I switch to this. Bam, blasted. I do kind of want to switch to it. I'll switch to it, and we'll see what happens here. Can you hear my audio through this mic?
Yes.
Hi there. My name's Jeremiah. I'm gonna get right down to it.
See? All right.
Well, there goes the incentive.
And then I would switch back. Yeah, well, no, but it would
It
would be the whole time of just that, right?
Mm.
That's just
That's just a little
snippet of it, Central Jeremiah here doing that
Little
deep
teaser.
voice. Yeah, a little teaser for the guys. But yeah, I mean, I just want a little incentive. God, dude, I cannot speak today. Incentive, yeah. By the way, this is the most tired podcast out there. I'm tired. I woke up not too long ago, and this sucks. But anyway, yeah. I mean, yeah. Is there anything else you want to talk about, or should we wrap it up? We got some good time going. What's your want here?
I think we've covered it for the week.
Cool. Awesome. Well, thank you guys for watching the Two Guys, One Toilet podcast. I'm your host, Kevin, and this is Sam. I don't think we said that at the beginning of the episode. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. Let me find OBS real quick. Where is it at? There it is. All right. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Nobody really does, but it would be nice and very much appreciated. But yeah, thank you for watching, and goodbye.